no buts. Say no to library cuts. No ifs, no buts. Say no to library cuts. No ifs, no buts. Say no to library cuts. No ifs, no buts. Say no to library cuts. No ifs, no buts. Say no to library cuts.
We also involved in this sometimes. She's lived in the job all her life, so
Did you make it?
Yes.
Do you feel strongly that there should be libraries?
Very strongly. The heart of our village. Everybody comes there from the very young to the very old often, and it's very, very important. And I've been using it for over 20 years.
Well, it's not just somewhere to play Scrabble.
Not at all. It's full of important books, information, helpful and knowledgeable librarians who really do an excellent job.
She didn't know where her baby.
Why are you two carrying a banner? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I object to closing the library. I think it's a social necessity. Every area should have a local library.
But nobody goes there.
We do. Every single week we take our 2 grandchildren, we go to rhyme time and story time, and the children from St Michael's Junior School, they come to read stories to the children. There are lots of people in there using the computers, people getting books out. It's a myth that it's not nice.
Might it be an idea to have a coffee shop there or something to,
Yes,
you know?
that would be helpful. Yes.
So you don't want to man it as volunteers, you want it open, officially?
I think it would be better if it was opened officially, but if it was that it was manned by volunteers, then yes, we'd all do our bit.
Why are you here today?
To support the local community and to keep the library open. It's essential for us all.
But nobody goes to libraries these days, we go on computers at home.
No, that's not true. I used to go to the library when he was a little baby, joined in with all the songs and all the activities, and my daughter loves reading, so yeah. It's a vital role.
I'm Andy Abbott from Save Our Libraries Essex. We're here to oppose the closure of Galleywood Library and all the libraries in Essex, because nobody who doesn't want their local library to close wants to see people anywhere else in the county suffering the same fate. It's a great thing that people aren't becoming just concerned about their own local library. People are concerned that this is happening all over Essex, and it's a terrible act of cultural vandalism.
Are you disappointed though at the turnout?
Well, there's about 400 or 500 people here today, so fair enough. I think this would be by far and away the biggest demonstration probably any village has ever seen in certainly within the Chelmsford area, and probably in the county of Essex, and possibly the whole country.
How come you guys are holding the banner? Did you volunteer?
I belong to Soul, the group that meets in the town, and Andy's the leader.
Libraries are finished though, come on, we're all on computers at home.
I go twice a week to the library. Nothing like holding a book in hand rather than reading an electronic thing. Love it. I will miss it dreadfully if it goes.
Save our library! Save our library! We go up to the wall up here. We go up to the wall here, guys. Save our library!
Back
Save our library!
And that makes that wall can make a nice little platform for a rally.
Save our library! Save our library! Save our library! Save our library!
I'm Anthony McQuiggan. I'm the foreman chairman of the parish council here in Galleywood, and this is a very local issue. Galleywood Library is so important to this community. It is really vital that we save not only the book service here in the library, but also the library building. We're one of the few libraries in Essex that's fighting to keep its building and keep the building safe. It's a hub within the village of Galleywood, and it's vital that this hub maintains. It's used by all sectors of the community, from people who are coming in to borrow books, to do research, or just to use the computers for 10 minutes to fill in their benefit slips. We're computer connected, and there are so many people who can't afford to have computers at home, and this is their only outlook and their only opportunity to engage with the rest of society. And it's so important that the groups in the Galleywood Library, from the young parents who come to read for the first time with their children, to educate their children on where to find information and how valuable books are and how valuable books will be in their future career. This is such an important part of our community, and it is so important that the hub is maintained, and it's maintained in an open way for everybody in the community to engage.
Do you think Essex County Council, who have virtually made the decision to close them, will listen to the voices of the children?
I hope Essex County Council will see what went on here today, and not just today, into other events that have taken place. The children on March the 7th this year hugged the library on World Book Day. Wasn't as well attended as this, didn't have politicians attending, but it was very important that they felt that International Book Day was so important, and the County Council have to take account of the message that's coming from the residents and from the children of Galleywood on how important this facility is to them in the future.
So, Kirsty Alston, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you to each and every one of you for attending our demonstration today to show your support for the valuable resource that is our local library. And may I say how delighted I am to see the signage looking so sparkly after its spring clean last week. Galleywood Library is at the very heart of our community. It is a place for young and old to meet and interact safely, sharing a common interest. As adults and educators, we have a duty to inspire a love of reading for pleasure, which will hopefully compete with the lure of technology in modern times. Taking away our local library, which we at St Michael's Juniors have worked so hard to develop a meaningful link with over the years, is sending all the wrong messages to our children. Today, we are here to show how much we love our library, how much we value the service it provides, and how united we are as a community in our plight to stop it from closing. To start us off, St Michael's pupils will sing us a song. The children have adapted the lyrics to We Are Sailing to express how they feel about the library closure.
I am reading in Galleywood across the road. I am reading in Galleywood Library, even though it may close. I am crying. I am crying like a child who's lost their books. They are leaving Galleywood Library, but we all love our books. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? The council in County Hall, leave our library in our village, so it's there, free for all. We are reading forever in our hearts. Help us to save our library. We can do this if we play our parts.
Well done.
Well done. Hello, my name is Finn and I am 7 and I go to Galleywood Infant School. I have baby brothers and sisters and they come here every week to play and make friends. People that live in Galleywood can walk here, and the best thing that it is free to borrow books or to come in to read books. When I came here last week there was a group of people that were playing Scrabble together. If the library closes they won't be able to play Scrabble here anymore, and also if the library closes people that work here will lose their job and won't get money to live and would have to get a new job.
Do you want to speak into this? Speak into that. I'll hold it for you.
Hello, my name is Scarlett. The library gives people information that they don't know and is full of storybooks and factbooks from ceiling to floor. Everyone that likes reading can come here and read books for free, and anyone who likes reading would have to drive to another library. Please keep our library open. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. If you hold it as close as possible, and then everyone can hear you. Yeah? So go right nice and
Libraries should not close because they are really nice. Libraries let you come in for free and take a book out on your card. Libraries should be respected because they are wonderful. Closure of libraries make me feel upset because I love using our local library. If it closes, I will be distraught. If it shuts, I just can't imagine Galleywood with no library.
Well done. Well done.
We have a working party at St Michael's Junior School who have been campaigning against the library closures ever since they were first announced last year. Today we have 4 Key Stage 2 pupils who would like to share their reasons for opposing the closure.
Welcome everybody. It is absolutely delightful to see you all today supporting our community and also supporting SOL, Save Our Libraries Essex. Libraries were created so that however old you are and however rich you are, you can always access the joy and knowledge that you should get from a book. The message that we would like everybody to take away today is that our library is a vital resource for our community. A resource that does not discriminate and is accessible to young and old alike. A resource that does not require any fancy technology or computer skills for you to access it. A resource that provides a place for quiet study as well as entertainment and inspiration. A resource which allows anyone at any time to enjoy the pure, unadulterated joy of holding a real book in your hands, of physically turning the pages, and of reading whether to gain knowledge or be entertained or both. We love our library and we really do not want it to close. Thank you for listening.
Yep.
I have a dream that in 2019 and all the way to the year 3000 that we will still have our library. Nothing hurts more than your village being torn apart by the council. As a school we would love to encourage lots of little children to use the library. However, we can't do that if there is no library. Let our library be. I'm sure most of you here are devastated at this outrageous decision to help us to stop it. Every house, every park, every shop, every church, but also our library makes up Galleywood. If one thing is destroyed, it could destroy us as a community. I know that some of my good friends use this library and I would hate to see them upset, so please, speak now or forever mourn the loss of our library.
We are delighted to have some pupils from Thriftwood School joining our demonstration today. I'd like to welcome one of them as they share their thoughts about Galleywood Library.
I represent Thriftwood School. Libraries are an important source of education. Everyone deserves access to books and education, whether they're rich, poor or homeless.
Andy Abbott, leader of Save Our Libraries Essex, has been instrumental in the organisation of this event, and he would like to share the group's journey so far.
Okay, first thing I would actually like to say to you all is, because, and on behalf of every single person campaigning across Essex, from Manningtree across to Chigwell, from Castle Point over to Harlow, right across the county, what we say is, well done Galleywood. What a fantastic, well done to you. Go on, give yourselves a big round of applause for that, because you've done fantastic. Now, people often ask, can you make a difference when you protest? Yes. Well, I know this. If we do nothing, we would definitely lose. But if we do something, we've got a chance. And I actually believe at the moment, and I want to stress, we are a non-party political group. But if you take a look at what happened at the local elections last Thursday night, the ruling group on Essex County Council, which is trying to push through these library cuts, they had a very bad night. And when you talk to anybody who was involved in the opposition parties, they made it quite clear that libraries were coming up on the doorstep every single time. So it's very obvious, if Essex County Council doesn't change its mind, what happened last Thursday night will be repeated in the next County Hall elections. I mean, one other point I'd also like to make, one of the things you often hear from Essex County Council is that library use has dropped off in the last 10 years. Well, what actually happened around 10 years ago? What it actually did was cut all the opening hours for the local libraries. They cut the amount of books that they had in the local libraries. Now imagine if you were running a local bookshop. If you were running a local bookshop, you decided, what we're going to do is have a lot less books and be open a lot less often. What would happen to you? You'd have a lot less customers, that's for sure, and that's where Essex County Council has gone wrong. And that's why their plans are so flawed. And that's why we must defeat this act of cultural vandalism. Because I'm absolutely sure we are now building a people-powered campaign that is going to save every single library in Essex. Thank you very much and well done to you all. Cheers.